Time to eat it. What do you think, Mark Randall? Are you ready?
Well, I'll tell you, after eating this, we're probably going to have to play Weird Al's other version because I'm fat, right? So there goes my boyish figure after this, I'm telling you.
This feels warm to the touch on the container.
Morning, gentlemen.
Wow,
Morning.
this is
Good
full.
morning.
Y'all got the good day today.
Do we get to open?
Yep.
Go ahead and crack that baby open.
It's a boy.
Take
No,
a
just
little
kidding.
sniff.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. Let's dig into a good old-fashioned comfort food pot roast.
Oh, the old food
The
dude
infamous
pot roast.
pot roast. Yeah, just had it's one of those, you got the hunk of meat hanging around in the freezer and you just kind of go, oh, it's time. It's time. Got some carrots, got plenty of onions, got the bell pepper,
the
got
potatoes.
everything, all the spices going in the garden. And you just kind of go, well, you know what? Let's add a few taters to it and knock it out.
Alan the food dude. What is the history of the pot roast? It's still, you know what? When my mom used to make pot roast, I felt like I was growing up in the little house on the prairie. Where
It's
they
the gumbo of the north, yeah.
Yeah.
That is one way to put it. The history of the pot roast goes much further back. It is basically the day of you didn't ask too many questions. Everything went in the pot.
Leftovers.
Yeah, it was kind of everything went in the pot. Well, and we also didn't have ways of aging meat very well.
So you had to use it.
So if you've ever had fresh beef, truly fresh beef, you go down to the grocery store, the guy goes, hey, the cow was here this morning. Now he's on the counter.
Right.
And then you discover that is the worst beef you've ever had. It is tough as a wall. And, it's because it has to be aged and treated well. And when you slow cook something like a pot roast, it breaks it down. It makes it tender. It separates things out for you. You get better flavor. And, it is kind of a European tradition of whatever you got goes in the pot. You remember the story of the stone soup? Oh, hours. This is the crock pot special. You cook this on very low heat for hours and hours and hours.
This is something you leave while you run errands, go to do whatever.
Oh yeah, this is the 6 to 8 hour type meal.
Oh wow.
And it takes no attention because this particular piece of meat sat in the pot, 12 hours. Kept the water level up nice and high, didn't scorch anything, but the veggies don't go in until like the last hour. And then it's kind of like whatever you got in the fridge. Yeah.
A mushroom?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the 1950s housewife's dream.
It is.
Dream dinner. Seriously.
It is.
It's like you said, you throw it all in there, you let it simmer. Hey, honey, we're having pot roast.
There you go. I slaved for hours.
Hours when in fact it was.
You didn't slave for nothing on a pot roast. But it is so good. That is the biggest thing. It is just such a simple meal, unless you got vegetarians in the house. And then I learned a sneaky version.
That's in Midtown, Alan.
Well, I learned a sneaky version of you can shred portobello mushrooms and still make a good pot roast.
I don't see the mushrooms. I see the potatoes.
Yeah, I had a mushroom. There was one.
not.
There's one. Well,
Yeah.
one slipped by on ditch, of course.
Yeah.
We got to get one in there we're trying to broaden Ditch's horizons on food a little bit,
What are you saying,
It's something
Alan?
more than just crunchy and cheese.
Exactly. It's not. There's no crunch to it, and there's no cheese. Would you ever put cheese in your pot roast?
I debated that this morning, and then I went all purist on it and went, nah. But yes, you certainly can. You can top these with anything you want. My favorite pairing in the whole world is either a pasta or mashed potatoes. Mm. It's just something to put it over, something to,
You had
build
me
it
on
up,
the word
bulk it
mashed
up.
potatoes.
Oh, and
Mark Randall was excited to come in today. He didn't want to come in any other day. He says, don't I get fed on Thursdays? I'll come in that day.
absolutely.
Breakfast.
All right, Alan, they want more on the world famous Alan pot roast. Where do they get? Where do they learn about it?
CookingTodayShow.com and check out our little kitchen shenanigans over there.
There he is, the original Alan the food dude. Thanks, Alan.